What's up, all you Minecrafters? This is Phoenix Arc, bringing you a new video after a long hiatus. I think all my old videos are out of date now. We are up to patch 1.8.1, and as you can see, I'm on 1.7.3 right now because I'm on my laptop. I haven't been able to upgrade it because Minecraft.net is down, which is why it thinks I'm using an unlicensed copy, and it's very sad. But never fear, I have paid for my copy of Minecraft. So if I'm ever able to log in, that will go away. This will work for 1.7.3. It will also work in 1.8.1. We are going to revamp the farming video because it is now out of date. And the major change that has happened, let me load up a new world because my old worlds will not have this feature. The major change is that now you get seeds from punching tall grass. If you recall before, you had to make a hoe and you would right click and you would till these normal grass tiles here and that would give you seeds. Well, now you have these tall blocks of grass here and you go around and you punch those and they will pop out seeds, and that's how you get seeds now. So ignore my old video when I went around getting seeds by tilling the grass with a hoe. And this texture pack, I know some people had asked previously, I believe it is the LB Photorealism pack. And this is probably not the most up-to-date that it is, because I don't even have 1.8 yet. There's probably a new Photorealism pack for 1.8. So go onto the Minecraft forums and you can download all that good stuff. So that's how you get seeds. Now let's go back to our first day map. And I already built a new wheat farm just to make sure I knew how to do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to build an automated wheat farm. All the credit for this goes to my friend Coolest. He is something of a local redstone genius on our server. I'm not sure if he came up with this idea himself. It might have been that he looked up some things online to help him build it, but this is he taught me how to do this, so I have to give him credit for that. Now, the mine itself, or the farm is going to need a space of 19 blocks long by 9 blocks wide. So make sure that you have a flat area, 19 by 9, and it's going to need to be 4 blocks tall, plus torches on the top, so let's give it 5 blocks of space. And the tools, you will need a pick and a shovel, just for any things that you need to move out of your way or for any mistakes that you make. You'll need a hoe, because you're going to have to hoe the dirt after you're done. You're going to need a lot of torches. You're going to need at least 1 bucket. You're going to need a handful of redstone, a piston, a lever, a bunch of dirt, and a whole lot of cobblestone or some other building material. So I went and I dug up some redstone, which is consequently where I found this diamond here. So I have a diamond pick, I have a diamond shovel. I'm going to grab an axe because I saw some trees that were in the way out there. A couple stacks of dirt ought to be fine. A whole bunch of cobblestone. We're definitely going to need that. What else did I say? A bucket? We need a lever. So to make a lever, you just take 1 stick and 1 piece of cobblestone, like this. That's a lever. Okay. We are going to need torches. And it looks like I used all my torches. So here's some coal. There's some sticks. And we're gonna make, let's make a full stack of torches real quick. And there's a couple more, and let's make 1 more. There we go, that's a full stack of torches. Throw that stuff back in there. Okay, most importantly, we need this beautiful magical new thing called a piston. And the piston is going to take 3 pieces of wood, some iron, some redstone, And is that it? And some cobblestone. Okay. Yeah, we need some cobblestone. Alright. Here's how to make the piston. 3 wood blocks on the top, 2 cobble on the left, 2 cobble on the right, 1 iron bar in the middle, and 1 redstone piece at the bottom. That makes a piston. We can put this iron away. We're not going to need it. I think that is all for our tools. Let me double check really quick. We have a bucket, we have torches, we have a pick, we have a shovel. I did not make a hoe. We need to make a hoe. Everything else, redstone, piston, lever, dirt, and cobblestone. Okay, so we need to make a hoe. There's one already in here, but in case you forgot, I will show you. The hoe is 2 sticks in the middle and 2 pieces of material at the top like that. That makes a hoe. Alright, let's go out and let's find a big area that we can build this farm. Because you can see here, I already built one. This is the automated farm. It's quite large. So we're going to need a large 9 by 19 area. And I think this spot here, I will hollow it out. I will make it flat. And then we'll come back when... Okay, we're back. Sorry for the hard consonants in the first part of the video. I will try not to huff into my mic as much anymore. So I have dug out all this area here, and I ended up picking up a bunch of snowballs while I was at it. And die, pig, die! Okay. So we got here 9 across, 19 long, and plenty of room to build upwards. So let's start out. Grab your cobble, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be the outer retaining wall for our automated farm. And let's build it down this way. That's 19. 9 across and back down this away. Alright. That is... Hey. What happened? Okay. That is going to be the outer wall of our farm. Now at the front here, let's see, what did I do? This actually does not need to come out this far. So you don't need to make it come out that far if you don't want to. What we need is we need a little holding area for our water. So this will come up. We would put the water here. We would put the piston here, which means that we need the sidewalls to come out like that. And you need 1 extra block at the end. It's like a little tooth that will stick out into the farm. So we need that. So this is what the front is going to look like. I'm going to go and make the wall stop there. And let's dig out these couple extra blocks and recycle them. We're going green. We're going to start recycling. Save the Minecraft world. Okay. Now we're going to build all of this up. So start putting down more blocks, and more blocks. That's 2, 3 high. Oh, need some more cobble. There's 3 blocks high. We're gonna take this all the way up to 4 blocks high. Look at that. And then down here, start filling this in, and that comes up to there. This needs to be 3 blocks high. This piece here needs to be 2 blocks high. And this piece here needs to be 3 blocks high. So do that like that. And that is where our water and our piston and everything will go. And you know what? We can put the piston in right now. Now that I fell off. Build yourself a little staircase. There we go. So grab your piston. The piston's going to go down in this hole here. Oh, look at that, it's snowing. Isn't that neat? Okay, so throw the piston in there, and then when you're done, this should be flush across here. So this is all the same height. Alright, we'll come back to that later. Now, we want to build the retainer wall up around this whole thing. So, let's make it 3 high, just for security. That way no little critters or anybody get in here. Go around the wall. And actually, when we get to here, let me show you in a minute here. Okay. This block right here, and you can do this anywhere you want, but you'll see later on the way I'm going to set this up, we're going to need a hole there. So I'm actually going to knock that out and not fill it into 3 blocks tall. We're just going to leave a space there. Keep building my wall. Get some more cobble. Build my wall. I hope I'm going to have enough cobblestone. Like I said, this is going to take a fair amount of cobblestone. Alright. There we go. So now I have a retainer wall. Kind of hard to see through the snow. Alright, so our retainer wall is done. Now we're going to come back up here to the front of the farm again. And starting on one side, we're going to do 5 blocks of cobblestone or wood or whatever you're using. So 5 there. And also on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for the rest, we're going to make 6 blocks long. So fill in the middle here with 6 blocks long. It'll only be 5 blocks long in the very center because of this extra tooth that sticks out. So you should look like this when you're done. And the rest of the farm won't have anything on it yet. And now, get your dirt. Starting from the second row, fill in all that cobblestone with dirt. So this is going to be the actual farm here. This dirt, what you're seeing is what you will be growing your wheat on top of. Alright. There is your dirt. Now let's come down to the second layer of the farm. And I should mention that you can make the farm as many layers as you want as long as you do the spacing correctly, and you'll also have to build it higher up or dig it lower into the ground to get the water to keep flowing properly. You can also make more than one farm. I believe it can only be this wide for it to work correctly, but you could just duplicate this design right next to it and have another one, and another one, and another one. You can basically make this as big as you want. Now I have to caution you, this farm by itself, every time we run it, will produce about 69 wheat, and anywhere the number of seeds that drop, I think it's 1 or 2 seeds usually. So that's going to be a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Especially if you're on a multiplayer server, you want to be careful with the size of your farm. You don't want to lag the server. You don't want to cause it to delete items on the ground if it has that mod. Or even in single player, you probably just don't want a whole army of wheat. Maybe you do. It's up to you. But just be careful, especially in multiplayer, about how big you really make your farm. So come down to the second layer here. And on the second layer, we're going to put dirt in, starting on the second row, all the way to the 17th block. And this 18th block, remember I said is going to be our collection point, so leave that open. And then fill all this in with dirt. So you're going to need enough dirt to fill this area. There's more. Covering up the snow. It's fighting me. It's trying to take over my farm. And these last 2 blocks here on the sides, put a cobblestone block there, And on the other side, put a cobblestone block there. Alright. Now, we are ready for our water. So, I wasn't very smart. I made the unlimited water block be pretty far away. Oh man, that is just a torrential downfall. So I'm going to grab some extra buckets just so I don't have to make a lot of trips. I don't have any extra buckets. Let's make some. Nope, there's one. Make another one. Make 2 more. What the heck? I think you are going to need 4 sources of water when all is said and done. So let's grab 4 buckets worth of water. All my buckets. Okay, now we have 4 sources of water. Back to the farm. It's funny how the rain turns to snow when I switch biomes. Okay. So these areas on the sides of the farm are going to be water troughs, like I said before. So dump 1 bucket of water right there, and it should flow all the way down to this stopping point. That's exactly what we want it to do. Dump another bucket of water right there. On the other side, it flows all the way down to the stopping point. Beautiful. Dump your 3rd bucket of water right here. Oh, I made it too high. Right there, how about? And this part is optional. It's not optional, you're going to want it, but you can set it up however you want. You could have a sinkhole in the middle where all the wheat collects. You could have it on one side. If you see here, all the wheat's going to come down. It's going to fall into this trough, and it will go to right here. So I will stand right here to collect it. But there are lots of ways you can rig this. On our server, we have all of this water going to a central collection point out here, where multiple farms of different types of foods all funnel down into our base. So it's really up to you how to do this ending trough part. We're going to save our last bucket of water for a little bit, because first we need to cap this off. So, starting above this water, so you don't block it, you want to cover it up with cobble. And come down here, let's see, block there, and that's good, it's still flowing. And then lower it down so it's completely covered, and there you go. So now your side troughs should be covered. Oh my gosh. It turned my water into ice. You know, this could be a problem. I'm not quite sure what to say. But let's break it. Oh, heck. I think this water is still flowing, right? Yes, okay, good. I'm hoping if we cover the water that will not happen. So this is not a very good design to have in a snow biome. And cover this side. There we go. Okay, that's done. And now we are going to till the dirt. So get your hoe. Remove snow. This is really a pain in a snow biome. I do not recommend doing this for future reference. And right click all the dirt and turn it into farmland. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Make sure you hold down shift while you're walking on it so that you crouch and you don't destroy the farmland. Till that up. Now you get this funny little crack here. It shouldn't be a problem. The reason that happens is because farmland has a very top part of the block shaved off, so you can actually see through and you can see our water in between there. I think it's not a problem. At least in the times that we've used this farm before, there was some minimal wheat loss. I'm not sure if it despawned, if it maybe fell through a crack, but it was very minimal. The overall efficiency of the farm was pretty high. Now you will notice that wheat will not grow in this farm the fastest that it possibly can, because we would need it in a straight line for that. But it will grow in bulk, and it will grow relatively fast. You can see a lot of this dirt is already starting to turn into moist farmland. That's exactly what we want. Now I ran out of hose, so I'm going to be lazy and finish that later. Alright. At this point, if you want, you can throw down your seeds. I don't have any seeds yet. I will do that later. And the last thing we need to do is our water and our piston. So we're going to come outside. We're going to need to dig into the side of our farm. We don't need that. Okay, so dig 2 holes right here next to the water platform. Dig 1 hole in, and then dig 1 hole over. And this should be the block below your piston. So grab your redstone. You're going to place redstone there, and there, and then here to bring it outside of your farm. Now you can run this redstone wherever you want. Ideally to a location where it would be useful. We could probably run it all the way down here to the pickup point, so we just hit the lever and stand there. I'm not going to do that because redstone only works, I think, up to 13 blocks, if I remember correctly. And we would need a bunch of repeaters and things that I didn't bring with me. So we are going to stop here. Take your lever and throw it up there. That should be connected, I think. Okay. Now if you come and look at the piston, oh, it's down in the ground and the lever is up. That's exactly what we want. Flip the lever and you can see the piston lifted up into the air. That's how we want it to be. Okay. Whoops. So when the lever is down, the piston is up. You might be thinking, that doesn't make any sense, Phoenix. Well, you'll see why in a minute. Now that the piston is up, come in here and throw your block of water behind the piston. Look at that. The piston blocks the water. Amazing. Okay. The reason you want this down is because this is when the farm is off, so to speak. The lever is down, the farm is off, just like a light switch. And you can put a little sign here that says turn water on or harvest farm or whatever if you need to remember. So what's going to happen is flip the switch up, it kills the redstone circuit, the piston retracts, the water floods the farm, everybody's happy. And this will bring all of your wheat and your seeds down here when this is not made out of ice. Oh, jeez. There you go. And one last thing that you'll want to do, or that you might want to do, is surround this baby with torches. This way, hopefully your wheat will still grow at night. Oops. And you'll get greater efficiency out of the farm that way. So higher light levels means happier wheat. And hey, we can throw some in there even. Why not? Alright. So we got everything set up. I need to go turn this off. We got our light, we got our retainer walls, we got our torch and our redstone, our piston works. Look at that, it shut the water off. Now we can replant the farm, and everything looks good. And I will go ahead and I will try to build up a bunch of wheat and show you how this baby works in action. So stick around and we'll find out if it really works. Alright guys, so I came on over to the other farm that is not in the snow biome, and I threw some wheat into it, and it's taking its sweet time, but you can see some of it's ready to harvest. So let's get this show on the road and I will show you how this works. So you're going to come over here, you're going to flip your switch, the piston's going to retract, the water is going to pour out, that's going to knock all the wheat off, it's going to bring it down, flow into here. I'm going to stand here and pick it up. And unfortunately there is one part of this that is not automated, that is you have to replant these seeds when you are done. But the whole rest works by itself. Are you ready? Let's do it. Alright, look at that. And you do need to leave that water running until everything has finished clearing the field. So I can just stand here. A whole bunch of wheat and seeds will come flying over the edge. On a normal run, there should be exactly 69 blocks that are inside of the actual farm. So you should get somewhere between about 69 pieces of wheat for a full run, and probably many more seeds than that. And then when you're done, turn the water off, come back up here, replant, make sure you're crouching, and there you go. And now I can run back home. I can make a lot of bread, which is going to help out a lot now that they added hunger to survival. So hopefully this taught you something. I think I will do a video next time about sugarcane and cactus farms, since we had some of those going on our server too. And then maybe we'll even connect all of these collection points together, and you can just sit here and harvest food all day long. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm done doing that.